Here you are, Jim. We jump on into the pistol, having a quick stock take of Vitality. They've gone for the 2 sets of util and G2. We've got 2 sets of util as well. It's going to be the setup here over towards Banana. Kenny peeking out from sandbags. It's going to be Nico blinded. Kenny surviving for the moment, and it's just going to be the solid crossfire jiggling out of the bait and switch setup, but Vitality might be able to come in with 2 of their own. They do, and now they're going to be sandwiched in towards Banana. But Hunter isolated, and Vitality all eyes on Hunter.
There's only one way to describe that opener, and that's pandemonium. So now head on back towards mid. We used to have a name for a strategy like that in the teams that I played in. It was called a sloppy strat.
Okay.
Contact B, contact A, contact B. However, they're going to go straight for this contact onto A. They have secured the site. The bomb plant will come through. So the split from CT is decent, but Amanek, is he going to find the timing?
He will, certainly, but the bomb is already planted, so tapping it, just trying to force the T's out of their holes, and it's going to be the 2-pit setup, eyes on the prize, and they know that Amanek's gone up to Nifty instead, so able just to hide Hunter, however, looking to chime into the conversation, however, taken straight out by Kyojin, and Amanek going to go forward now. He's got that kit in play, so might be able to wrangle something, but again, he's spotted Shox now over towards Mini, and there it is, head taken off of his shoulders. Shoxy will clutch that one out for Vitality, who take the T-pistol on map number 3.
Oh, that is a fast and furious start. Honestly, it's just, how ridiculous is that? Everybody was totally flashed out. And the exchanges actually go the way of Vitality in the end, but all they do is just try and bait that rotation, and it works. So G2 going to be forcing into this. They have that airstrike potential with those HEs. So already Vitality, strong presence in second mid just to try and carpet bomb and progress their way into those apartments.
Ooh. Contact with the smoke bank. You love to see it. Shox gets chipped down. It's an aggression over towards Banana instead, and this UMP could lay down the groundwork. Zai, we were just waiting for the swing, knowing someone was over towards sandbags there. It's Amanek who survived and blinded through the smoke. Finds 2. Pray to Gabe and Jim.
Throw those hands up high.
Oh my lord. That is daylight robbery.
It's highway robbery, it's daylight robbery, it's... Dear me. Oh, the pistols are going to work. Kenny S, flattening Shox. Those two have had quite a storied rivalry too.
We're going to see Vitality find themselves a 2v2 on either site. They're looking over towards B here. Kenny jiggling on Coffin and opting to go tucking into the back of sight instead. Just trying to buy some extra time to stop this bomb from going down. Kyojin clearing second. The 5-7 not going to keep having impact. It's going to be the secondary pulled out. And back to the 2-on-2 we go. But Amanek again, he's already found 2 for the round. He's wrapped all the way in through Banana. Big old ring around the rosy. But Masuta needs to try to get this bomb planted. There's no time to do it. And Jax is going to peek out, find 2. Oh. Big pistol round coming through from G2.
Dear me. They're just going to go round for round, pound for pound, blow for blow. And it's continued here on Inferno. How he finds 2 there. He has no idea. He's barely any idea where he is.
Yeah.
No idea where his opposition are. And Jax just locking that down. What more can they throw at us, Mac?
Well, I don't know, Jim, but it is going to be those pistol rounds on Inferno. Especially at this level of gameplay, anything can still happen. We've seen a whole bunch of Zeuses on Inferno over the last couple of days as well. Just a lot of fun, a lot of action for you guys at home. That's exactly why they're playing. Obviously not to be champions, just to entertain you, you bloody cretins. And that's going to be another opening. Pistols reigning supreme on Inferno.
Okay. Amanek narrowly avoids being plugged through the smoke himself. He's going to regress on Banana.
He will. And he's thinking about tucking his way back in towards sandbags, or at least getting into a high position. No one here with him, though. So I thought Kenny was going to hold that flash out and lob it on the contact, but Amanek really just backing himself here. He's got 3 Ts around the corner. There's the first contact. Molly to buy some time as well, or at least split up the troops. Zywoo falling. Kyojin wants to trade, and he will. So it's back to a 3-on-3, an even situation, but the B site now in the hands of Vitality.
Well, they've got to get past this cross. Kenny S has done so much damage with that spam. We'll cop a rogue shot through the smoke for his efforts. So both teams exchanging damage. Utility advantage is quite clearly in favour of G2. So those Molotov smokes and flashes will come in. And already Apex burns.
Ooh, a nice pick to get in. Shoxy, only with the techie. Not going to be able to make that one happen. It's Kenny on the retake to find himself the triple kill for the round. And a big retake, not fall into the pistols. But you have a look at the economy. They're good to buy for this one. But has the damage been done for the long term? That's the thing, you know. And with that bomb plan as well, Vitality, they might go for the half investment here just to try to keep the economy low on the CTs.
That's the carrot being dangled in front of them. That breakback potential. Zywoo on that hero AK. Firm pair of hands too. Already we're seeing progression up towards Banana. Zywoo just playing an anti-flash, and Molotov's actually going to separate him from the pack, but he steps. Amanek's ready for it.
And Nico, he's just going to bust into the mollies as well, but just like that, the aggression completely denied by Apex, smoke banging him. And Kenny just trying to pick up the pace back to B to save the round. And he's been pretty solid so far, but he's got the AWP to hold down sight. But it's the cross he's got to be worried about. But does he? Oh, bomb in line. And the side is looking good, but he's missed it. Hunter finds 2, and it's all up to Apex. A big round. And he's going to have to ace it to make it.
Not even going to get the bomb plant, though. Almost immediately, Hunter steps on him. Now, there's some thinking to do here for Vitality. There was investment in that round from the hero AK. They will be able to fashion a buy, but who takes... Oh, man, that's just disgusting, I'll be honest.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Kyojin just back on that Deagle. We've seen him on Vertigo. We know he's capable. So, buy will come through from Vitality. Early progression towards Banana. This battle rage is on. Both of these two teams really just trying to maintain position and control.
Vitality just taking it step by step here. Coordinated take on apartments. And Nico spots that one over the smoke, and a second as well. Apex following suit with Zywoo. And from a 3v5 position, just gets that much more annoying for Vitality to find a route into sight. G2, a solid defense.
Yeah, just locking Vitality out of these bomb sites. They're going to try and chance a hand towards A. It is a 3v3 battle. Only disparity is in terms of that weaponry. Kyojin will join them. So, G2 deep set in their positions. No need for them to aggress. They just want to try and keep Vitality in arm's length. Yes. Gets the timing onto Masuda.
Okay, Hunter. Locking it down from the corner now, and Shoxy about to meet his maker. Hunter again. Finding himself a 2K. And G2, 4 now secured on the board. Off to a solid start on map number 3. Of course, having a look at the stats. They usually pick most of theirs up on the T side, so the more, the merrier here for the first half for them.
It's exactly what they want to be doing. It's just on their non-preferred side, giving themselves the best possible chance. But we know that CT side Inferno, we really do have the chance to build quite formidable leads. Oh, there we go. Jax just almost immediately taking the aggro here. Kyojin, are they going to be aware of his presence? Yes, they are. Jax again is on point. So almost immediately is down to a 2 versus 5. And unless Zywo and Apex can catch G2 napping,
Ooh.
there's no real chance in this round.
Zoe's been so good at just threading those bullets onto the heads of G2. It might not have huge impact in the grand scheme of things on the rounds that he does it, but he makes it look nice. And that's what matters, right, Jim? Style points. Apex, he's going to fall at the top of mid. And into round 7 we go. G2 are going to be able to lead by 4 now. Buy coming through. Money looking very good indeed for them. And Team Vitality sending it onto a second gun round.
Certainly is the case that gun round is what they need. I mean, G2 are starting to streak these rounds away. And just see what this entails. Again, just so much precedence being placed on Banana, both of these two teams. Okay. Suda might actually press through. Try to catch the timing here onto Jax. And Kyojin is the one to do so. So they have control of apartments now. Is that going to pull a player off the B bomb site? It just seems as though both the G2 B site defenders are locked into battle here at B. They're not interested in rotating back to A. So Nico, he's going to go kill.
Oh, finds one. And a bit of extra damage as well as Kenny stops this A bust from coming through. He's going to be the last line of defense and wrapping it back to Archers. So looking to form some form of map control. The push comes through from Vitality. They're trying to make it happen, but they do have some time to play with. But all of G2, they're here looking to gate crash the party. And it's all a matter of timing. Nico does not go through just yet. Kenny looking to take this contact. Nico falling. And just like that, they know that B could be open. 40 seconds. And Amanek now, he's going to hightail his way away. Kenny still locking down A. But everyone playing this solo. Kenny falling back towards Archers. And Apex has locked things down here. They heard Amanek as well. Just smashing his way through CT. But it's a big rotation all the way down Banana. And the bomb's yet to be planted. So let's see if Amanek can actually win this.
There's a chance he's going to arrive at the moment where he's going to have plenty of time to just try and get as much information as to what they're going to be playing in this post plant. However, no utility to his name. There is that flash from Suda. However, he has that lucky spot. Oh, easy as you like. G2, they fall. And their stocks are still quite good, so they're going to be able to put themselves in good position here on the next gun round for them. So, still able to continue building that economy. Vitality now, though. Shocks on that AWP. Difficult on that T side, as I said. No double AWP on the T side, Mac, unfortunately.
Yeah, not just yet, not just yet. Maybe one day, Jim, but I don't know if that's going to be today. Both these teams, they want this dub. They want to go straight to the semis and have their day off tomorrow. But it is going to be a nade over towards second, and that is high value for money. Kyojin down below half. A little bit of chip damage onto Masuda and Apex as well, but they're going to try to flood their way into bracket. They've got the control, but it's Jax with a nade to follow up. And just like that, it's the first pick of the round, found with util.
Easy as you like. You can pick kills like that up with utility. Certainly makes your job easier. But again, just the protocols being run in Banana by G2. Kenny S posted up on mid.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly where you want to be. You are Kenny S2, that just bread and butter.
Bit of vintage Kenny coming through with the aggressive AWP. As hard as it is to do these days. Now here at Arch, he's posted up again. He's looking to go toe-to-toe with Shoxy. wanted to throw that flash, and he's down to 8 HP, so just uses it for himself. Looks to turtle up on site. 30-second on the clock, and Canny's got no idea this push is coming through from Apex, who's made the flank work. It's going to be a spam through. Shocks onto Hunter there at Graveyard, and Jax, they know he's here, but look at that. Shocks threading the needle into Pit, and it's back to the 2-on-2, but G2 not going to be giving him a chance to think. It's going to be the flash forward. Amanek pushing, and Apex locking down the round with 2 of his own. Oh,
that is just superb from Vitality. And they get themselves the much-needed round where it just puts G2 on the back burner. They're going to have to just try and either make some pistols work here. Shocks, he just finds such superb timing. Oh, Jax gets slaughtered through that broken wall. Shocks is just doing damage. He's not taking the kill himself. He's getting the tag. That's a dangerous prospect. As I said, T-side AWPing on Inferno, not easy to do. You can see a lot of the best AWPers in the world get shut out of so many games on this map. It really does rely on G2 to present maybe some opportunities to him. But, Nico.
Ridiculous shots coming through, but Apex able to get some form of vengeance. It's equalized back to the 4v4. And Vitality, they've got that banana control. Check that off the list. Brackets next. And you can hear them all having a bit of a chat to one another in dead chat. But Hunter's looking, he lost as to where to head. Just going deep into CT. Trying to edge towards B and cheat this rotation across. 2-2 split now for G2, and Vitality going to have a very heavy presence here at A. No one lurking. And Jax has gone the wrong direction as well. So it's all up to Kenny with a USP and a dream to hold any form of control. But he's got apps at least.
Well, you know, dreams are free and so are USPs for CT. So I guess they are equal.
And that's it. Great navigation from Vitality to lock themselves down a 4th. G2, just going to keep these guns into the next. Maybe find an exit or 2. I mean, he really loves to go on these big, wide edge of the map rotations. Just get into any situation where he can get some more kills on the board with his pistols. Man's been so sharp on it. And Shoxy edging away. We'll get back to safety. Amanek not close enough to bait anyone back with the tap of the bomb either. He'll fall with the round, but it's Vitality knocking on G2's door.
Chance for them now to just stop this run of rounds. Vitality being able to put up as they start to come into that money. The trust fund has matured. And just going to run with that M4 setup. Decent spattering of utility. No kits though, so wonder if that's going to be a talking point later on in this round.
We shall see. Apex beat the molly for the moment, but he'll leave Zaiwu all on his own. Man's just hoping for a flash to help him, but there's no push coming through from G2 just yet. It's another molly thrown. It's going to be Zaiwu versus G2 if he does keep edging forward. Took a risk to go through the smoke, but it's a flash at mid, and that's going to be info and a pick found for G2. Shocks. Is his barrel going to poke out the door now? It seems the CT is going to be able to fade away just in time and look to try to play the numbers.
Yeah, slim chance. Just begging is now Zaiwu. He's going to be flashed off that line. Nico just calling for that perfect timing. He's going to reaggress without the flash. And that is
pure confidence.
Advantage. Yeah, it's pure confidence. But that's the kind of level of confidence you expect from a player like Nico.
Well, from here, it's a rough position for Shocks and Kyojin to be in. But G2 happy just to try to find the info, play numbers. Jax He's thinking about finding himself a timing, but the offline's fine. With Canny walking straight into the line and Shocks. He's been feeling it with the AWP for the last couple of rounds. It's all down to the timing. Jax, the closest member of G2. And the site's found. Shoxy not going to be able to clear pit in time, but Kyojin could get this plant money, which he will. AK in head. No more damage to the G2 economy. But it's a big round from G2 to get a 6th on the board and take us into round 11.
Solid also in the sense that they do manage to keep 4 alive. It wasn't one of those brawling rounds of Counter-Strike where, yeah, they take the round win. Yeah, they stop their opponent's money train from continuing to roll on. Reset their own loss bonus a little bit and take 4 losses. But it's far better for them now, I say. Hopefully can start to string more rounds together, keep players alive. Always bodes better for CTs to be able to do that. I mean, this is just pure, unadulterated aggression from Nico.
Ten seconds in and Zywoo is hunting for this banana control. Apex looking to set him up for success, but the flash hasn't gone on the first time. Quick switch and a second attempt is good. Amanek just barely surviving. Nico saves him. And the B site's still on lock for G2. But you can see that molly has just saved them there at the top of banana. Apex dunked on.
Oh. Amanek, no doubt, squeaky bum time for him. He put that Molotov out. It looked like it was about to bounce. He went down to 3 HP. Still survives, though. Oh, never mind. Apex has just opened up potentially B. Amanek's only got 3 HP, so if he's tasked to try and hold this bomb site, I find it increasingly unlikely that he'll be able to do so without support.
Or, well, you see, Kyojin's been heard dropping into second, so that's why G2 are going for this 2-man aggression and clearing everything out now, so G2 just need to survive, and Amanek boosted up at least. He's got the high ground, so maybe he's got himself a chance with 3 HP to play with. Canny holding strong here. Pillar looking to dance around and then just bait these T's in further. It's Apex to at least trade for 1, but Canny's locked it down at B, and it's a big round to pull back for G2.
That's a massive round. That's a massive round to be able to now wrestle some momentum back off Vitality. The lack of bomb plant means that there's no gun round coming out from them here. They might be able to fashion themselves in with some pistols, but that is a real stabilizer for G2. Again, keeping those numbers high in survival really does bode well for them to be able to now just build that CT side economy. Yes, it's not out of the woods just yet, but it's starting to look better for them. Important round for them too here. That they don't take losses on a round where Vitality are only on that hero AK buy. It's quite low for them. Apex is... I mean, we've seen him take this quite a few times already in this series. Is hero AK buy. He's the danger man.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely been trying to lead by example. Zywoo trying to take the line here. And over towards the minute mark now. Vitality with bracket. Absolutely no banana control. Should be expecting 4 CTs here. It's just going to be them all going to pick the part. And Apex finding no impact with the AK. Shoxy hoping for a timing. But it's 5 alive for G2 at the end of the round. And that's huge for the economy.
Let's make that money, baby. That's all that G2 are trying to do. That's exactly what they would want at this stage of the game. Chance to finish the half strongly too, might I add. If Vitality don't start to find some answers, they're going to find themselves on the receiving end of just that G2 economy that will be difficult to break. Oh, Kenny S. Great shot on the Shocks. All the teammates, and I don't know, that French scene rivalry, it's deep, it's dark, it's interesting. Who usurps who? Always a question on everyone's lips. You'll never get the full story though. And in the server, certainly displaying all the credentials for this derby that we expected.
Oh yeah. Making it that much more spicy. And Vitality looking like they're going to have to fight their way back in the second half. I feel like if they can maybe find 2 more here somewhere, That could put them in a very good position once they do move to that CT side. But for the moment, they've got no bracket control, just banana. And a couple of smokes to go for the execute, but again, Kenny has just been so damn sharp on the AWP here at B. He's just going to be trying to draw this attention. Nico at the back of sight, just hoping that these flashes from Kenny give him enough space to swing in and frag, and there comes that second. Apex playing anti, but he's unfortunately not going to be able to win that fight. It's the engagement's won by Vitality, but there's still a man down, and Zywoo's looking to change that, finds one onto Hunter. And it's going to be the two-man retake from G2 up Banana, edging this together. Jax, he's out in front. Namanek's going to flash him onto the line. Zywoo can't see a damn thing, tries to flick around, and he's done it! On the AK, picking up the quad in the post plant. Man frags up a storm. And Vitality find a fifth, Jim.
It doesn't matter if he flashed or not, right? He recovers so damn well. I mean, you've got to be ropeable if you're G2 in that position. They had him dead to rights. I mean, Kenny S cops it through the smoke. Nico, he had no support. That smoke just rendered Kenny S entirely useless. So the B bomb site was always under threat from being split apart, and that's exactly what happened. Somehow it gets down to a 2 versus 2, and Zywoo, well, we know the caliber of player.
Vitality giving up Banana early. We're going to play for the retake here. G2 invest in a whole bunch of util to do so, but in comes that flash through the molly, and Zywoo's barely alive, but Apex somehow just finds it through the smoke anyway. Man has found way too many smokes. Kills through the smokes this game so far. And Kyojin, he's just tapping heads as well. On 20 HP, he wants to go back for more, but Jax is forced back through dig to sight because he's the last remaining man here.
Oh, man. Can be done, though.
Oh, yeah. Look at the health
HP
on Vitality, Jim.
The vital signs are quite low, to be honest. Uh-oh. Kyojin posted on the line, so a lot of work to be done here. Nico is the player that you want alive in these situations, and he's going to go straight back towards B, so
I'm just
watching.
watching
Needs to land a bullet.
Both Apex and Zywoo run up and down Banana trying to figure out which way is going to work best. And they figured it out eventually. Plenty of time to get this plant down. Apex hoping for the push through smoke. If either of them peek here, Nico should be able to net the round. It's probably one of the easier 1v2s you could play, but look at Apex here. I thought he was going to go for the big wrap.
Yeah.
But the man's just hanging around because Nico keeps on making noise, and Zywoo tucked on into the corner, finds the timing. Crosshair in the perfect position. And it's 6 now found from Vitality. If they make this an 8-7 half, I don't know which way this one's going to go.
No, look, this one just hangs in the balance, right? We've already seen 2 16-14 games. I'm just not surprised either way. Oh, all right. This is going to be a little bit disheartening for G2, considering they had such a healthy position. Quite a few rounds ago, they were looking like the better side. The CT side was working out for them. Now, come the last round of the half, they're on pistols, looking like an 8-7 likely for Vitality. So, how quickly the turn tables?
The turn does table indeed. There's a couple of the G2 players might want to be flipping some tables as well. After a couple of these rounds that have gone down in the first half of map 3. It's an open setup at Banana, hoping that Vitality just pushed in through those smokes. But again, Vitality, they're just going to group up here. Take bracket. G2 playing very respectfully. Very passive in their approach, just looking to keep an eye on Dig, an eye on Arch, and Hunter waiting for a swing. Out from Abs. It's a nice timing on the molly, forcing the CTs out, and that's going to be the B site open for the taking. Free real estate here. And G2, they're going to commit to the cause. They're just going to stay here at A, not try to cheat the timings. And they've read Vitality's tendency very well indeed. And with 30 seconds, this could all come crumbling down, Jim.
Absolutely could, Mac. Now, yes, just going to shoulder that line. Oh, Flash. And he stares straight at it, so that means he has to fall off the line himself. They've got no time, Mac. They've got to get A.
Oh, they're thinking about going for the wrap now, but again, it's just going to be Hunter. He's got that rifle in hand, and the bomb's now on the ground. He knows the second man's in pit. Kyojin, though, connects the one he needs to, and it's 8-7 into the half. G2 lead by 1, but we got to get through the halftime break to get into the second.
Honestly, from this tournament, we definitely don't expect, honestly, like absolutely nothing. We are in a weird situations. Last week with Blast, it was still really cool because we could play in front of a crowd in a big arena, and it was definitely amazing. Now for the 2 last events, we don't have any more crowd, no more arena. It's just gonna be in studios, so it makes things, I will say, harder for us to really stay focused on to the game. Still, we are competitors, so when we're gonna be on the server, we're gonna do a maximum to win games. But that's pretty much it.
They're looking at us, an audience. Keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this. Yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they all say. They think we're out of
The control, it's Hunter now here. He wants to get the bomb planted, but they don't have any control at Coffin. Zywoo. He's very advanced, but it's Apex. His head taken off his bloody shoulders. Jax chimes in with 2 of his own. And G2 take the second pistol to take it to a 2-round lead.
They were ready for those firefights as soon as the smokes faded. They knew that the delay in getting into the bomb site was only going to cost them when it came to the smokes fading. So they just had to buckle up, knuckle down, make those Glocks and the USP for Jax work. So
Yeah.
in the end, they wrestled their way through. Important pistol round for them.
What do we got into round 17? Vitality, happy to buy up into this one. Get a bit of util across the board. See if they can hit some sharp shots with the Deegs. Nade just going to be chipping away at the CT health bars already. Nico cops a lot of damage, and he's not going to be able to escape either. So that's going to be an SMG retrievable, banana control, and the man advantage for Vitality. But off the back of it, G2 starting to accelerate with the wrap here at A.
It is a wrap here at A, and it's just getting about to be lunchtime, I would say, for someone around the globe. But opponent will come through. CT's all staged here for the retake.
Or Shoxy.
Shox.
Going to be able to slide that onto the head. He's hunting for more, though, and he's drawn a whole lot of attention to CT's thinning out the numbers. G2 collapse. They haven't taken any control at Grave or Pit, and Vitality just connect onto everything.
They just didn't think to check it. They were going to stream onto that bomb site without checking Graveyard and Pit. That's awkward. An A-take is so hard if you do not have control of Pit, let alone Graveyard as well. So, dear me. That is around that. I mean, how many times have we seen that in this series? Team with pistol,
So many.
they get broken back. Chox just biding his time to perfection. Kyojin, we know how good he is with that deagle. I don't know, man. There's some real trends here emerging.
Well, the trend I see is that CTs have plenty of util to use. G2 looking to hit him with Glocks and P250s, but Zywoo with the SMG saved across. He's happy to just to get up into the T's faces.
Pump the brakes, though, for G2. Going too far, too fast. No aggression coming out from Vitality. They don't want to hand anything over cheaply. And why not? They've got a clear weapon and utility advantage. Going to head over towards B. numbers game, purely just a numbers game at this stage.
Apex in a nice position, realizing that G2 probably haven't brought any util into this round. So it's a very long crossfire. It could look nicely. However, Apex managing to find at least two. Masuda, he pulled out util at the worst possible moment, but it doesn't matter. He's got the FAMAS to back it up, peeking eventually, and finding two of his own. So a nice, safe-looking round coming through from Vitality to keep 5 alive, start to work up that economy. And Shox, he's still got that Mac 10 in play. So we'll see if this continues forward because G2, they've got AKs across the board.
Yeah, it was on Zywu before that Mac 10, so it's done the rounds.
Yeah.
But most importantly, on their CT side, they've been able to treat G2 mean and keep their anti-ecos clean. So, already, Zywu trying to make impact from the get-go. Shox holding on to Apartment's control with that Mac 10. To be honest, it's only real viable area that could potentially be used as... I don't think Nico had too much of a chance through that smoke. Oh, Shox is getting up in the face of Hunter. Oh, what is going on?
He's used 30 bullets and then some in the Deeg as well, but he just thought that he could do more damage through the wall than the pea shooter or the Mac 10 could penetrate. So not a whole lot of damage done in the end. And the trade will come through eventually. So 4v4 position. And it's just Apex jiggling at the top of Banana. He's got that smoke, nade, and molly. Try to slow things down. Well, that nade could have been on for a bit more damage. Jiggling. There's the spot. And at the 40-second mark, Apex. Ooh, a dangerous decision to hold that util, but G2 just keeping it sneaky.
Smoke drop too is just going to mean that
Oh!
flash in is perfect. Everybody's blind. However, G2 now have control of this B bomb site. Apex just trying to play around that smoke. Great play from G2, just dropping the flash in.
And now it's Jame time. Vitality realize the economy is not in the greatest way, so 3 alive, especially with that AWP carried across, is going to be very important going forward in the half, especially on the CT side here. So G2 realize with that position that Apex was playing from, means that he is probably solo. So they've hedged their bets. They've gone for the fast bust in through the smoke, and it's worked out this time. Great flash to enable it. And that's going to be 10 on the board. So GT not letting Vitality stay in the lead for too long.
Just continuing this tussle between the two teams. And as we said, one of these two teams with victory here will secure themselves a top 4 finish. They go straight into those semi-finals. The other team will have to battle it out against, well, whoever comes out of the lower bracket in the other group. So, I love Apex Cam. I'll be honest and say we could pretty much just have a dedicated Apex Cam stream if we wanted.
He is probably the most animated player I've ever seen in the game of Counter-Strike. Great form of entertainment, but so is this Zywu. This man doesn't miss much, and he's just missed that one by an inch.
The chance gone begging. G2 though, they're going to move on to greener pastures towards this A bomb site. Funnily enough, the AWP is coming back through from Sirius, so he's just going to reposition here in the arch. Going to walk in on this, but the trade was there. The spacing was great between the T's. It's not needed. They're going to wrap on A.
And there's this crossfire to get through, though, Jim and Kyojin. Solid position here at Mini, but he's got to worry about that push coming through from above. The smoke is there, so Shox can't really help him. And Apex, they know that he's in library, so G2 just hitting the brakes for the moment. Kyojin strikes finally. And Nico in the corner. He might not be able to help Jax here, who has to just leg it through the flames. And it'll work for the moment. But again, there you go. 2 picks found from G2. Make it a third. And it's up to Masuda, who's in apps. And G2 weren't aware, but he's made a bit of noise here at second. But still, it doesn't seem like G2 have any idea. Either way, Masuda's opted to save. Keep that util on the belt. And it's G2 out to a 2-round lead from a situation where I honestly didn't think they were going to fight their way from, but they
No.
have.
It was looking a little dark the early stages of that round. However, they just brawled their way through. Oh, Jax appears. Jack in the box. Okay. That is the AWP dropped and recovered by Hunter. So, okay, G2. They've got their, I guess, work cut out for them now because they need to start putting themselves closer toward match point. Vitality. I have to take a bit of a breather here. Just discuss what they're going to do. They're going to buy down to around that sort of 2.5 mark. Apex is the lowest, but so see if they can make those pistols work.
One in chat. Say rest in peace for the chicken, please. Thank you. Now, we are going to see G2 try to take this bracket control first this time. However, Nico simultaneously smashing his way over towards the top of Banana. Vitality, deep line, and the triple dig setup are going to be torn apart before it's even got going. We'll see what Kyojin and Zywoo are good for here. Big nade. Chips Zywoo down to 21, so he's really hoping to find himself a nice little headshot. Apex coming across to join the party. G2. Probably going to be happy just to go together, play the numbered game.
Well, lots of work from Masood, who's had a quite game, to be honest. Jax is just going to bowl him over, and they're going to take control of this B bomb site. Apex might try and find some timing through the smoke. Definitely not going to be happy about that. And, oh, dangerous game you're playing, Raul.
We'll see if Vitality can find any financial damage at all at the end. Amanek coming in from behind. He's looking to find Zywoo to add him to the list. Another $600 juicy kill on offer. And a few seconds to find him. How's the timing? It looks good. It's a second for him for the round. More importantly, G2 now just 4 rounds away from taking the cake and booking their ticket into the semis. But more importantly, beating world number 2 currently, Vitality, and sending them down into the quarters.
That's a big scalp to take. As we said, this is the battle of the contenders. We know Na'Vi, clear number 1s, but who's going to sit in that number 2 spot? Chance for them to do battle. Certainly delivered. We've gone the distance. It's been 16-14. They've traded map picks on the first 2. And I just get the feeling as though this may tread a similar path. Vitality. Still a chance for them to make a resurgence here. Particularly given that they are on that T side, so... Sorry, City side. They've got to just start locking things down.
Yeah.
Lose control of their economy, though. That's a real danger for them.
That is also the issue, right? They haven't been in charge of the economy. They haven't had the chance to get it going here in the second half yet. At the start, it was looking good, but again, just so much damage done every single round by G2. Now they're starting to make this one happen. It's just going to be a mid-round bust straight up at Banana. Masuda somehow surviving, dropping that smoke on the molly. And he's going to be locked into the corner, hoping that someone comes in to help him. It's a flash, and Masuda somehow finds 2. Not quite the 3rd, but it's daylight robbery again, Jim. And Shoxy's going to be pushing forward dry. G2 not ready for the continued aggression, and Kenny survives on 6 HP, but Vitality somehow out of that come away with the man advantage.
Oh, Masuda's just played his get out of jail free card if this is esports Monopoly. Dear me. Now Kenny S and Jax have to try and fashion something out of this round. Look at all those X's at the top of Banana. It's just, it's murder. That's all I can say. They're going to try and split this CT defense. There's still a CT over towards, hey, Kenny S though. It's all to do for Shox here, and he hasn't got the HP to do it. That's sharp from Jax. And we'll get themselves onto beat. Does Kyojin go for this? He's certainly fancying himself. He might be able to do it too.
Patience, a virtue that G2 play to a T. And if Kyojin can play the fiddle right, he can make his way back into the B site, making a whole bunch of noise now, opting to go loud. And it's Kenny posting here from Stewie. Oh, he misses the opportunity, but Kyojin has no idea where the final man is, and it's Jax with a back towards him. Kyojin falling, and a 13 now secured. Vitality lose it from the man advantage after all that work Masuda somehow did at Banana off the back of his teammate's flash.
Yeah,
It was a bloodbath. It was absolute mayhem, Jim.
I've got no idea how he survives for that long. Long enough for the support flash to come in. And to be fair, credit must go to Kenny S and Jax in that situation. Just pull the round out of the hat for G2. Put Vitality back on those pistols, so just now a chance for G2. Continue steamrolling all the way through. Potentially take this series.
Well, let's see if the Eagles are able to connect in time, but it's just the AK reigning supreme. Hunter, he's had enough of this one. Wants some redemption for the first map, and it looks like they're slowly but surely getting it. 14 should be found here. We'll see what Masuta's able to do. A lone man with a 5-7. Not a lot of map control to play with. G2. They got money for days.
It's going to be some big mistakes made by G2. They do fall here, but Masuda, you're just looking for exits. He may actually come into contact with Amanek, who is a trash, but oh, the Bink is on offer. Couldn't quite control the aim punch though. Difficult prospect. Now G2, they are 2 away from knocking Vitality down into those lower bracket matches. That is not where you want to be.
Definitely not. Both teams, though, already, as mentioned before, securing their spot in the playoffs. One team just going straight into the semis.
Yep.
Well.
One team needs to qualify against the other brackets.
It's a slightly missed flash over the top of the half wall, but Apex not going to be caught fighting for it this time. Although, as I say that, he's trying to get back to CT. He believed in those mollies, but G2 just going very aggressive, and Masuta now is asking for a helping hand from someone, finds one, but Jax is there to trade, and it's a 4-on-3 Vitality. They've only got 3 weapons to do it, and Shox, he's thinking about going for it already. No. Puts it straight into reverse, and Amanek can make this hurt so much more.
Rotation never came. That's the key part, is you could see that Shox was moving around on the A-bomb site, but there was no call for a rotation. And if it was called, it was not answered. Went straight to voicemail. Amanek can really pile on the hurt here. Sure, G2 are really going to be looking for these exits. They can take guns out of the hands of Vitality. That's just disastrous. Amanek is going to get into the pit.
Okay, 1, 2, and they are going to be able to fight for their life. So Vitality keep some weapons in hand, make it that little bit easier into the final round. Well, penultimate round.
The AWP is gone though, Mac.
Could play a huge factor here. Zywoo has been popping off with that all afternoon, all evening, all night, all morning here in Australia. And G2 may just be able to waltz their way forward, but it's 5 rifles they have to get past. No change in pace. No early aggression coming through for the T's yet.
Some damage being done in Banana. Nico. What we're going to be doing here, Kenny S is providing that perfect cover. Apex up the white swing. This is good for G2, Mac. They're starting to make the breakthroughs that they need to take this series.
And in the 3-on-5, G2 pump the brakes again and look for Vitality to try to reaggress here, try to find something. They got flashes, which they can maybe use to go forward, but again, G2 are just taking this so slow, making sure every single nook and cranny is cleared before they commit to anything.
Nico going to try and sell the dream here at B, and that is just going to pull the rotation off. However, Zywoo.
Kyojin, last point of contact, and he's just waiting for this push to come through. The footsteps come in, and it's not going to work out the lineup. You could see it, and Zywoo, he wants to be the savior, but for G2 players to get past, it's just going to be so damn many. Kenny looking to lock Zywoo into library. It's the swing off to the contact, and Hunter gets his just desserts. There it is, 16-9 at the end, 2-1, and G2 have taken down Vitality.